So let us talk about the anatomy of the larynx. This is one model of the larynx I have made. So this larynx is situated from C3 to C6 vertebra. From C3 to C6 vertebra. The length of the larynx is 44 mm in adult male and 36 mm in adult female. There are 3 paired cartilage and 3 unpaired cartilage. So what are the paired cartilage? The paired cartilages are 2 arytenoid cartilage posteriorly. These 2 are arytenoid cartilage, 2 corniculate cartilage and 2 cuneiform cartilage. These 2 are cuneiform cartilage. 2 cuneiform cartilage, 2 corniculate cartilage, 2 arytenoid cartilage. Now what are the unpaired cartilage? 1 epiglottis, 1 thyroid cartilage and 1 cricoid cartilage. The thyroid cartilage, cricoid cartilage and the arytenoids are hyaline cartilage. So they calcify with age. The thyroid cartilage, the cricoid cartilage and the arytenoid cartilage calcify with age, and therefore their fractures can be visible on the X-ray. But rest are elastic cartilage. The epiglottis, corniculate and cuneiform cartilage are elastic cartilage. Now coming to thyroid cartilage. Thyroid cartilage is the largest cartilage. See, it is the largest cartilage, the broad, largest cartilage. It has 2 ala. These are the 2 alas of the thyroid cartilage, which meet at 90 degree in case of male and 120 degree in case of female. So this is the superior thyroid notch. So it is 90 degree in case of male and 120 degree in case of female. This is the laryngeal prominence. This is the laryngeal prominence where the 2 alar cartilage meets at the midline. The thyroid ala projects superiorly and inferiorly to form the superior horn and the inferior horn respectively. So they project superiorly and inferiorly to form the superior horn and inferior horn respectively. Now the inferior horn of the thyroid cartilage articulates with the cricoid cartilage to form a pivot joint. Pivot joint. This is a cricothyroid joint, which is a pivot joint. On the external surface of the thyroid ala, there is an oblique line which passes from the base of the superior cornu to the midpoint of the inferior cornu. So this is the superior cornu. So from the base of the superior cornu to the midpoint of the inferior cornu, obliquely a line is passed. The muscles attached to these lines are sternothyroid, thyrohyoid and thyropharyngeus. So sternothyroid, thyrohyoid and thyropharyngeus, which is the muscles of inferior constrictor. So this is thyropharyngeus, sternothyroid and thyrohyoid. So sternothyroid from the sternum to the thyroid, from the sternum. So it is the depressor of the larynx. It is the external muscle which depresses the larynx. Thyrohyoid, it elevates the larynx. Thyroid, from the thyroid to the hyoid bone. So thyrohyoid. Thyropharyngeus, from the thyroid to the inferior constrictor of the muscle. It is a part of the inferior constrictor of the pharynx. Now at the midpoint of the superior notch, the superior thyroid notch, they are attached with the epiglottis. Just above the attachment of the vocal cord is here. Above the attachment of the vocal cord, there is epiglottis. This is the epiglottis. Now coming to the epiglottis, it is a leaf-shaped cartilage. The upper surface is tongue, so it is the lingual surface. It is the lingual surface. Upper surface is known as the lingual surface, and the lower surface facing the larynx. The lower surface facing the larynx, so it is the laryngeal surface. So it is the lingual surface. It is the laryngeal surface facing the larynx. The epiglottis is attached to the hyoid bone. So above there is a hyoid bone. Thyroid muscle is attached. So epiglottis is attached with the hyoid bone with hyoepiglottic ligament. So there is a hyoepiglottic ligament on the both sides. On the both sides there is a hyoepiglottic ligament. It is attached to the midpoint of the thyroid angle. So this is the thyroid angle, midpoint of the thyroid angle it is attached. So as per the attachment of the epiglottis, it is divided into suprahyoid and infrahyoid part. So suprahyoid part is above the epiglottis, infrahyoid part is below the epiglottis. Now coming to the cricoid cartilage. Cricoid cartilage is a complete ring cartilage. It is one of the cartilage which is complete ring cartilage of the larynx. So it is known as signet ring cartilage. The significance of this ring is that the injury of the cricoid cartilage leading to necrosis, and ultimately there will be laryngeal stenosis. There will be necrosis, fibrosis and laryngeal stenosis. So it is subglottic region because it is below the glottis. This is supraglottic, this is glottic and this is the subglottic. So subglottic region.